Hi, welcome to Find Your Flow Yoga. Today's video is called Yoga for Uncle Kevin because I have an uncle who loves to lift weights. He does a lot of weightlifting. He works out a lot, and he came to me and asked me to help with yoga because his hamstrings are very, very tight. And a lot of things, there's a lot of imbalance that happens that I see a lot in weightlifters is that they focus very much on strength building, but then they pay less attention about the flexibility. And flexibility isn't being able to put both your heads behind your head, both your legs behind your head. But it's about having that elasticity in the muscles that allows them to extend and contract. And so this is just a yoga flow that helps provide that balance. It's simpler poses, which doesn't mean it's easy to do. It just means it's very hamstring focused and loosening them up, and it's something that you can incorporate into your practice before you go lift weights and after. It's whatever you make it to be, but it's very important to find that balance between strength and flexibility, because if you put too much strength, at one point your muscles aren't going to be able to bend, and it's just going to snap. And so it's finding a good balance between those. And so this will be a first installment of this video, and I'll do probably another one, maybe two, of more advanced poses. But first, my Uncle Kevin has to work on this one, and once he gets more flexibility in his hamstrings, then we can proceed and do more fun poses. So thank you for joining me in this video. This video is for all people that need and desire more flexibility in their hamstrings. It's a video for weightlifters, runners, literally anyone basically. It's just a way to open up your legs, which is very important. So thank you for watching the video, and I have videos that come out every Sunday, so if you want to keep up with that, please subscribe to the channel. You can like this video, you can give me suggestions on other topics you'd like me to do. I'm open to all fun things. So thank you for watching. So let's start in a comfortable seated position, whatever's comfortable for you. We're just going to do some neck rolls first to warm up the spine a little bit. We're going to exhale, bring the chin to the chest, inhaling to the right, exhale to center, inhale those ears over to the left, exhale to center. If you'd like to try going around in a circle, going one way, if that feels good to you, go right ahead. Just be careful rotating your neck back. You don't want to strain anything. It's more like a light, like there's a string pulling on the top of your head when you're going back. So you're light on your spine. And then change directions. Doing what feels good. We're going to stop and center. Inhale, ear to the right. Extend that left hand out, just placing it out, no force. Just making the stretch a little deeper. Exhale, center. Inhale to the left. Extending that arm out. And exhale, center. We're going to inhale our arms up to the sky. Reaching that spine up. On our exhale, we're going to drop that right hand and reach over to the right. A nice side stretch. Keeping our hips connected to the earth. Inhale up. And exhale over to the left. Heart is up to the sky. Inhale up. And exhale those arms down. Let's get into a tabletop position. So hands and knees. Shoulders over your wrists. Hips over your knees. Core is engaged. And we're going to do some cat and cows. So on our inhale, dropping that belly, rising the hips and the head. And exhale, pulling that belly button through the facing the neck. Inhale up. Exhale, pulling that belly button through. And inhale back to neutral. Let's flip our hands so that our fingers are pointed towards our knees to do a nice wrist stretch. That's very important because our wrists are so small but have so many bones in them. We want to take good care of them. And coming back, flipping those hands over, we're going to tuck our toes under and sit back on our heels as far as comfortable. Opening up the feet and the toes. And inhaling, coming back. Now on our next inhale, we're going to raise our hips up to downward facing dog. I find that those that do a lot of weightlifting and have a lot of muscle in their shoulders, this can be a very difficult pose to hold. You just want to picture your legs and your upper half coming into a V and facing the ceiling. That's the goal. And you can walk out bending one knee at a time, pushing your heart through your shoulders, looking between your knees. Holding this as long as you can, finding a place of stillness, taking nice big breaths. We're going to look up at your hands and gently walking your feet to meet your hands in a forward fold. If your hamstrings are tight, you may need to bend your knees, which is totally okay. You just want to feel a gentle pull in your hamstrings, no force. No pain. Letting your spine curve over your legs. You can grab onto your opposite elbows to help and let gravity pull you down. The goal is to work on getting comfortable being in this position. The more comfortable you are, the easier it'll be to hold the position, and then the more stretching you'll be able to get, and then the looser your hamstrings will get. And you'll find yourself being able to straighten your legs a little bit more and more when you practice. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Upper body parallel to the floor. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, we're going to bend our knees, tucking those hips under, gently rolling up the spine. Taking our time. No need to rush it. Feeling the opening in your spine, the small little stretches you feel between each vertebrae. Let your shoulders fall into place as your head continues to extend up. Inhale our arms up to the sky. And exhale. We're going to step our feet out in a wide-legged forward fold. Ooh, slippery. So we have our toes facing the corners of our mats. That's how we're going to start. Toes are out. Inhale our hands up. Exhale, hands on your hips. You can gently bend your knees. Start to hinge your chest forward as you start to release your body. And a forward fold, going as far as is comfortable. Observing the stretch in this position. Letting yourself hang here. And inhale, we're going to move our toes so that they are parallel to each other and they're facing outward. And just fold a little deeper if you can. Feeling a deeper stretch in the hamstrings and the back of your legs. You can place your hands on your mat if you'd like. We're going to take a nice inhale and exhale over to the right leg. You can have your hands on your mat or gently place them around your feet, but no pulling. We're just doing what your body is capable of and comfortable with at this moment, where you still feel a stretch, but no forcing. And exhale to center. Taking a nice inhale here. And exhale to the left side. Exhale to center. We're going to do a little twist here. So keeping our legs, going to get used to being here. Place our left hand down on the mat in the center. Inhale that right arm up to the sky. Observe where you feel openings. You want to keep your hips even. Exhale, center. Right hand on the mat. Inhaling that left hand up to the sky. Only twisting as far as comfortable. Whatever works for you today. And exhale, center. Let your body hang a little bit more. See if you can go a little further. On your next inhale, let's move our ankles back in. So our toes are pointing to the corners of our mat again, but our feet are a little closer together. Feeling that difference in the stretch. Inhale. And exhale, pointing our toes together. Not too much, but to where you feel a stretch on the front of your shins. It's a weird stretch you don't normally feel in your legs, so being gentle with it. And inhaling, heels coming closer together. Taking a nice inhale. Exhale, the toes closer together. Inhaling the heels. And exhale the toes until you're in a forward fold again. With your feet together or hip distance apart. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Place your hands down to the mat. And step your feet out into a plank. Probably the most comfortable position for those weightlifters in this practice. Just holding. And exhaling, downward facing dog. One more time, just to see if you notice any difference. Maybe your hamstrings are a little looser. Take a nice inhale. And exhale, lowering those knees into child's pose. And tucking those toes and sitting back on your heels. Letting your body rest for a second. And we're going to inhale, sitting up, untucking our legs from under us, and we're going to sit them forward. And everyone's favorite kind of stretches. So we're going to take our left foot, place it on the inside of our right thigh, extending that right leg in front of us. Our hips are sitting on the floor. We're extending high up. We're just going to lean our chest forward to whatever's comfortable. Not reaching our hands in, just leaning forward, seeing how that feels in our hamstrings. And when you're ready, you can extend your arms. See where they reach, where they land in this pose. And for some help, you can also use a strap. If you have one of these, you can also use like a blanket or a belt or something. And using these helps you find opening in stretches without forcing and using your hands to pull on you. This just kind of helps create an opening, and it's a little gentler. So that might be a good place to start. We're going to inhale, switching the legs. Left leg out, right foot in. Sitting up, through the head, extending upward. Core is engaged. We're going to lean forward in the chest. Saying hello to the left hamstring. Now you can extend your arms out, see where they land. Or you can place your strap around your foot and use that to hold and see what openings you can find. You can also use the straps when you're doing the forward folds too, if you go back and do this, using it to help wrapping around your feet and letting it pull your body a little bit more forward, gently. So now we're going to extend both legs out, doing the same thing. Energy coming out to the top of our head. Our spine is up, we're rooted in the ground. And we're going to exhale, chest forward. And extending our arms. See if we can go a little deeper. And you can use your strap. And this is how you can place your strap if you're standing up too, placing it under your feet and helping to guide your upper half. And inhale, sitting up, and we're going to come onto our backs. Extend both legs out. We're going to do this again, but on our backs, finding a little bit more opening. You can use your strap, or if you can reach your foot, go right ahead. We're going to inhale that right leg up to the sky. You can just grab wherever's comfortable behind your thigh, behind your calf, your foot if you can reach it. Or use a strap, which I like doing, because you can find a lot more opening without bending your upper torso. And just seeing how far you can pull it to your nose. And your next exhale, gently open up your leg. So we're going to guide our leg. If you're holding your leg, you can use your elbow to prop up wherever you're holding from on the ground, or you can use your strap and just pull it and use it to hold. Your knee can be bent a little bit too. Whatever is feeling good, whatever works for you. And inhaling back up and gently releasing the leg. Inhaling that left leg up to the sky. Grabbing it however's comfortable. Or wrapping a strap around it. Then releasing that leg over to the left. How far it can go. Let it open up your hips a little bit. And inhale back up. And exhale, release. Now I invite you to take just this time to lie here. Let your body feel the changes that were just introduced to it. Even if you take just 2 minutes to feel things in your body buzzing around, the little vibrations of change. And thank your body for being here, and thank yourself for coming to do this. This is an important part of being healthy and being physically fit, is having the ability to stretch and being flexible in that way. It doesn't matter how far you bend, it just matters that you do bend in some way to provide that elasticity for your muscles. And when you're ready, you can lie here as long as you like. Just gonna bend your knees, roll over to the side, think in your body once more, and inhaling up, back to where we started, in a seated position. So thanks for joining me on this. I hope this helps with finding more flexibility, especially in your hamstrings, and it's just a beginner's way to introduce your body to it. There's so much more with like strengthening and stretching that you can do at the same time, but that is for a later video. This is just an introduction that you can do before a workout, after a workout, both, whatever works for you. So thank you for watching and joining me. Namaste.